Greetings. It is my pleasure to introduce you to an absolutely amazing product. A persistent binary liquid antiseptic and analgesic called Kentucky Crystal Wonder. This is a binary liquid. It's got a water base and a alcohol base solution in the same bottle. It is used by shaking it up to get it to emulsify, and you will have about a 30-second to 45-second window that you can use it before you have to shake it again. Right now, what you're seeing is the middle bottle is a shipping bottle with a hard cap. You've got a twist top applicator that you can put out single drops or squirt out a short stream, and you have a spray cap that is also an option. To use the product, the simple way is you take the screw cap. Let me zoom this out just a little bit so we can get a little better view. What I prefer to do is I open that top, I take my finger over the top to keep anything from leaking out while I'm shaking it up. I'm going to apply about 1 drop to that little cut that's on my finger right there. You just barely wet the surface. There you go. 1 drop will cover that. We normally calculate that it takes 3 to 4 drops for an average application. At 3 to 4 drops, this bottle has got 700 applications in it. It is extremely concentrated, very long lasting. Another really good benefit is the persistence of this solution. Once this is dried, it'll stay on your skin until it is either washed off or worn off, one or the other. And you can use it as a persistent hand sanitizer. Unlike a normal hand sanitizer, this will stay on your hands and protect you because it is going down in the little cracks and crevices in your hand. You just basically apply it like you would a hand lotion or a normal hand sanitizer. The difference is, when you've applied this, it stays on your hands, and when you apply a normal hand sanitizer, when it evaporates, it's gone. You've got no protection. This solution contains 7 of what the World Health Organization calls essential medicines. 7 of these that are named that are in here. There are several other ingredients that are not on that World Health list that actually make this up. Every ingredient that is in here is an over-the-counter FDA approved ingredient. Unfortunately though, because this has not been evaluated by the FDA, at this point in time we can not claim any effectiveness whatsoever without violating a law. And our best solution for that is we don't claim any effectiveness whatsoever ourselves. We let our customers speak for us. It's not against the law for a customer to say they like a product, and ours speak very loudly. This solution, our best term that we have for it, it is a folk medicine for the 21st century. It's also commonly been called by a couple of customers a pharmacy in a bottle because of how many different applications this will have in treating skin injuries, burns, anything that basically is fungal, yeast, bacteria, virus in nature that is caused. It was originally developed to treat a toe fungus. It became to us a marketable item when we discovered that it would actually knock down staph. About 6 months later we found out that beyond staph, it would actually knock down MRSA, the boils that normally develop when a person has MRSA. It look like a pimple or a boil. This will knock them right down in about 24 hours according to our customers. Another customer that is a type 2 diabetic, you can see photographs of some of his injuries to his legs that are unbelievable. what this has done for that man, and he is the man that actually gave us part of the name. The original comment that he came off with was it was a Kentucky Wonder. Unfortunately, you Google that and you get a string bean. So, needless to say, when the solution evaporates, you get crystals like you're seeing right here. This is a bottle we deliberately evaporated the solution in. Here's another one. And you can see the crystalline structure in these bottles. The main reason we did this is it came to our attention that if you simply use something as simple as 50% isopropyl alcohol, you can reconstitute that solution. If it is dried out, this with 50% alcohol becomes this. You are right back into a workable, effective solution that is virtually as good as it was before it evaporated. The stability on the chemical composition is unexceeded. Quite literally, there is no expiration date, and with the ability to reconstitute, you've got a product that the survivalists and the preppers absolutely love. And here is just a cutie pie. This one, if you'll notice, has got more of a brownish color to it, and it's actually got a little bit of a residue in the bottom where it's highly concentrated. We didn't quite get enough water back in the solution because we used good old Kentucky bourbon. Yes, sir. It can be reconstituted with virtually any 45 to 50% alcohol. You can even reconstitute it back with a 70% alcohol. You will just be off a little bit in the mix. You will end up with your separation line will be a little higher or lower depending upon the amount of alcohol that's in the product. And it is almost as good with grain alcohol as it is with isopropyl. We choose to manufacture it with isopropyl because it has a more effective antiseptic action in the isopropyl than it does with the grain. Okay, the other thing that I was going to mention today before I forget this is some of what the customers have reported. Phenomenal on burns. I've seen this from some of the customers myself. I've seen the results. It's rather amazing. If you get it on there right, as soon as you get burned, it appears that there is virtually no swelling to speak of and almost no scarring at all when it heals. The diabetics, that here again is a well-documented effect that the number one type 2 diabetic that has been a user has now reported he's been ulcer free for 2 years. Whenever he gets a cut or a scrape or scratch, he puts the KZW on there for the first couple of days, 2-3 times in that day, and he said the sores or ulcers never form. He's been free of ulcers for over 2 years using Kentucky Crystal Wonder. That pretty much is the short story of this. I thank you very much for staying with me during the presentation. There will be some other videos that are more detailed, and for much more information is on the website KentuckyCrystalWonder.com. Thank you very much.